What's good, and welcome back to Invest and Trade with Jax. I'm basically naked today with my muscle shirt on, nice and comfortable. That's the benefits of not working for a corporate companies. You don't have to wear a uniform or a suit. I used to work in high-end restaurants as a server and a bartender, and I had to wear overalls with a tie. Ugh. I felt so uncomfortable. Oh, please, let me tell you about today's special. I hated doing that shit. But, I'm not doing it anymore, so God is good. We're going to go over our friend Bitcoin, currently sitting at 18K, up 3.2 on the day. See, market cap of 3.39, biggie. 24-hour volume, 100 billion. If you're new to Bybit, up to $30,000 in bonuses. You can watch my full length tutorial. Once you sign up and you email me your sign up email after your first deposit, free access to my Discord of over 2,000 members. All links and emails in the comments section. Let's hop into Bitcoin. So we've started to break down. Now we're starting to bounce and everyone thinks, oh, the bear market is over. Look at this. It was just a quick sell-off and now we're going to turn around and Bitcoin's going to go to 65K. I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to show you why. So in the previous video, we talked about us coming down in a wave 5, which we've been talking about for months now. This is a wave 4 and you're looking to come down that final wave 5 to 10 to 13K. Wave 1, A, B, C into a 2. Looking to come down in a wave 3, in my opinion. Remember that Elliott wave is subjective to the person that's drawing it out. So you will watch other channels with different wave counts. So please take everything with a grain of salt. And I always recommend to do your own analysis. So what I'm looking at, we've completed a 5-wave move. And now we're pushing up in a wave 2 pullback to take you up in between 18.2 and 20K with a minimum target of the 0.382 at 17.6, which we've already hit. So what we can be looking at here is an A, B, C correction into a 2. Looking to come down in a wave 3. Now, if we were to come up and break 21.5K, it would invalidate that. I don't think that's a likely scenario, but if that were to happen, I guess you could look at an ending diagonal. I don't think it's probable at all that this is some sort of wave 1 down and ending diagonal. This could be a wave 2. This is like a really short wave 3. This is a wave 4, and that's your final wave 5. And this right here is an ending diagonal. See, this, I mean, maybe descending broadening wedge, but it doesn't look pretty to me. I don't think it's likely at all. As you can see on the VRVP, the volume indicator, we broke down from our strong volume nodes. And you know what happens when you break down from strong volume nodes? This is not the best chart to be showing it to you guys because it doesn't go back far enough, but we'll use the index here. What happens when you break down from strong volume nodes is you're very, very likely, as you can see, we've broken down, to come down to the next strong volume nodes. You can see there's not a lot of trade volume in this area. So you're much more probable to start to come down to the 10 to 12.5K range, which is my prediction for the Bitcoin bottom. And I do think that this is just a relief bounce. We're pushing up in a wave 2 pullback, looking to come down in a wave 3. Now there's another chart I want to show you guys here. I believe that I just closed it so I could, yeah, I did. Okay, this is the chart that I want right here. So as you can see, we broke down from this strong level of support. And now what I think is happening is you're coming back to retest that level of support. You break down, you retest, and then you see continuation to the downside. That's what I think is the most probable scenario, is we are just coming back to retest those levels. Could even push right up to the point of control here at 19.2K before dropping. We've had the bearish cross. As I mentioned, every time we have a bullish cross fake out in a bear market, it leads to future sell-off, which is exactly what we saw right here. So I do think we're just seeing a relief bounce before continuation down. Of course, anything can happen in the crypto market. So if you do see Bitcoin start to break back above 21.5K, then I will flip my analysis and have to look at an ending diagonal. But I don't think it's a likely scenario. The DXY did exactly what I predicted here. Retest of the channel and then start to break down, which is causing this Bitcoin pump. And what I think is going to happen here is the DXY is going to come down and find support probably around 107. And then it's going to start to bounce. And what you're going to see is the DXY bounces, and then the price of Bitcoin will see the continuation. Do I have my brush here? we'll see the continuation to the downside in a wave 3. And what will happen is the DXY comes up, gets rejected, drops, and you see the pullback for Bitcoin once again, where we pull back in a wave 4, and we finally come down. We complete that wave 3, you know, and we finally come down in that wave 5 to 10 to 13K. And what happens with the DXY is it starts to break down. Maybe it consolidates for a while, and then eventually it starts to break down. And that's when the price of Bitcoin sees its big turnaround here. We come down, we consolidate probably for months. So I'd say 3 to 5 months. And then we start to see the market turn around. That's what I think is going to happen, in my opinion. And what I think is the probable scenario, but of course, anything can happen in the crypto space. So as I always mention, take it with a grain of salt. We've been watching the Dow Jones in the Discord. I've been updating the Dow Jones, and what I think is happening with the Dow is we're seeing a bull trap where we're breaking out of this descending broadening wedge. We're having a bearish divergence while we're pushing up on the daily, and what I think is going to happen is there's going to be a massive bull trap. The Dow is going to reverse and begin to come down and bring the rest of the markets down with it. That's my prediction for the Dow Jones. So we'll see how that plays out as well. But here in the short term for the price of Bitcoin, look for a rejection in between 18.2 and 20K, and starting to come down in a wave 3 with a minimum target of 17.6, which we're already starting to break through just a little bit here. If we take a trend base extension from the top of the wave 1 to the bottom, let's say we get rejected by the 0.5 at 18.2K, gives you a wave 3 target all the way down here at 10K. I don't think it's going to come that deep. A wave 3 can also stop at the 1.382. So even if we start to push a little bit higher, let's say we come up to the golden ratio at 19K, and we get rejected there, then you come down in a wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, complete the larger wave 3 at about 13.3K, put in a wave 4 and a final wave 5 to take you down to 10 to 13K, in my opinion. The only way to invalidate that is to come all the way up here and break 21.5K, and then I would focus on the ending diagonal, but I do not think it's likely or probable, in my opinion. As I mentioned, we broke down from this major level of support. We lost these high volume nodes here, so we're just coming back for a little retest, in my opinion, before continuation to the downside. But if you do see Bitcoin push back above these levels of support, get back above 21.5K, break that resistance right here, that would be a stronger sign that Bitcoin's going to recover here and quite possibly hold the 20K level of support. But as of right now, this is a classic breakdown, just as we did right here. Well, we didn't retest, but right here, as you can see right here, we broke down, we retested, continuation to the downside. If we look at the previous bear market, we'll have to do it on the index here, and we go back to when we started to capitulate down in the previous bear market back in 2018. As you can see here, we broke down from this descending triangle. I'm just going to quickly draw it out. So there's your descending triangle right there. We broke down a little bit of consolidation, not as strong as a bounce as we're seeing right now. And then we did eventually see continuation to the downside. As you can see right here, we had a fake out with the bullish cross. We created a lower high, consolidation, breakdown. And as I mentioned in the bear markets, when you have a fake out with the bullish cross, just as we did right here, it's led to further downside. So what I'm predicting here is that we had a fake out, we're breaking down, we're just coming back up to retest previous support as resistance before seeing continuation to the downside. We'll see how it plays out. That is it for this one. Make sure to sign up to Bybit, watch my full length tutorial, grab up to 30K in bonuses, no fees on all spot trading pairs. Make your first deposit, email me your sign up email. Free access to my Discord of over 2,000 members, posting chart patterns, talking all things crypto. And at the $10 membership, you can get my exact entries, exits, and take profits. All links in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Much love. Take care.